Oh, this is gonna be a juicy one. I'm so excited. So if you have products or services that you sell, online courses, coaching, anything along those lines, I want to share with you a really cool pricing strategy that I have learned over the years that has helped me to get people to pull out their credit card faster and on the spot without procrastinating. Now, I learned this strategy back in 2017 when I launched my online course and online product for the very first time. And then after I launched it and had an influx of people buy, it basically had no one buy after that. We got basically crickets, and it was kind of a depressing moment back then. And I really didn't know why. I was like, why did we do all of these sales during the launch, but we can't continue the momentum after the launch? So if you're getting those inconsistent sales, or maybe you're just not getting enough sales, or maybe you're just not getting people to pull out their credit card on the spot without procrastinating, and people are thinking about it, or maybe you're getting crickets with your online course or your coaching or your products and services, this is going to be the episode for you to pay attention to diligently and learn this little known strategy that I wish I would have known sooner, because it would have saved me a ton of time and made me a lot more money. So let's dive in. Welcome to episode 255. My name is Tanya Liza, and I help you grow your brand, grow your business, and grow your influence online using social media. I've been using social media to grow my business and brand online since 2010 and have grown a multiple seven-figure brand and business. And anything that's working really well in my world, I like to come out each week and share with you. So if you're not yet subscribed, make sure to get subscribed. Click that subscribe button and make sure that your bell is set to notify if you're watching on my YouTube channel, so that you don't miss an episode that we release each and every Monday, along with a free resource that goes along with the episode that will help you in your business. Okay, so what's the strategy that I implemented to get people to pull out their credit cards faster and buy the course without procrastinating, or buy the coaching, or buy my products and services? So it requires a general understanding of how people make decisions. There is this book that I recommend all of the time, and it's called The Psychology of Influence. I'm going to link to it in the show notes below, and you can go and check it out. But in this book, the author, Robert Cialdini, discusses all of the ways that you can influence people. And there's 6 kind of human influential triggers that he talks about in this book. And if you are in sales of any kind, and pretty much if you're living and breathing, you are in sales, you're always selling yourself or your ideas. And even if you have kids, you're selling your kids on doing things for you around the house. This book is literally something that you have to read and you have to go through. And it is a book that I read at least once a year to get realigned with everything that he talks about, because it is that powerful. And so one of the 6 human triggers of influence, like influencing somebody's buying decision when it comes to selling your courses, coaching, products, and services, is the influence of scarcity. So here's what was happening after I launched my course my first course back in actually 2014. I had a pretty successful launch for my very first product launch ever. We did $250,000 in revenue in 10 days back in 2014. And that was my first product launch ever. And I was on this huge high, and I was like, yeah, people are loving the program. Now, typically what happens when you launch though, and why launches are very successful, is typically you have a specific cart open date and a cart close day. So there is a window of opportunity, and only that short window of opportunity where people can buy and come into the program or whatever it is that you're selling. And there is a whole bunch of scarcity that is invoked inside of a launch. So people know, oh my gosh, I can only buy this in this short window of opportunity, and then they take action, right? Or they're maybe only getting special pricing in that very short window of opportunity. And so they are taking action. And then when you re-release a course or coaching or a program and you say you can buy it whenever you want, what happens to the scarcity? It completely goes away. And people go, oh, well, I can buy it whenever I want. Let me buy it tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes tomorrow. And then everyone's procrastinating actually buying your product, service, or courses or coaching or whatever it is that you're doing. So here's what I learned and here's what I did. I asked myself, why was this launch so successful? And we came to the conclusion that there was special pricing, and then there was also a very short window of opportunity for people to actually buy. And so what I do now, okay, because you don't always, for me, I don't always want to be launching because it's a lot of work, but you can simulate a launch or a promotion or a special. So I'll give you an example on exactly how I specifically did that. So if you're selling coaching or online courses or even products or services, I would recommend having a promotional period for the new people coming in to your world that are going to be first exposed to the product or service for the very first time, or your coaching for the very first time. And so for me, what I have is I have an evergreen funnel, right? You might have heard of an evergreen funnel where people can come in if they've never seen the offer before. They can come in and they can see the offer. And what they're going to see is a very special offer that they will never see again. And it goes away and they can still buy the product later, but it's going to be at a different price and with different bonuses. So we sweeten the pot really, really intently for anybody new coming into our world that's never seen that offer before. And they'll go through typically an evergreen funnel where I sell my product or service through like a webinar style. So I'm teaching them some information and then I make an offer on the back end. So, evergreen funnels are fairly popular. Most people know what they are now. However, the way that I have it set up in my system is that when they go through that for the very first time, they are introduced to special pricing. The pricing goes away after a very limited amount of time. So they have to make a decision right between that time frame if they want to get that special price with those special bonuses that we put together. And then what happens is after that window of opportunity is closed, if they purchase, great, awesome, high fives to them. They got in on a really good deal with a bunch of really great bonuses that they'll never see again. Now, the people that don't purchase, they become well aware because I tell them, hey, these bonuses are going to expire. This pricing is going to expire if you don't do this now. And I have a separate order form for my coaching or my products that they can still buy the product. So they can, perpetual sales can still happen in my world and we don't always have to be launching, but they can still buy the product at regular price with different bonuses. The bonuses might not be the same or as juicy or as sexy as when we're doing like that 5-day or 7-day or even 10-day promotion, depending on what it is. So what I want to say to you is if you have coaching or online courses, think about how you can put that together. And typically I have 2 sales pages. So, sales page is the offer page where people get to learn about what it is that they're purchasing, all that they're going to get, the bonuses and the pricing. And I have 2 of those. One, they will see in my funnel when they're in for the very first time, and then that goes away. We use some special tools for that so that they don't ever get to see that again. And then they can still buy the product, but at regular price. Now, typically, because of the law of scarcity in the book, becomes people are buying faster when I only give them a very limited time offer, limited pricing, limited bonuses. Versus saying, hey, you can buy this whenever you want, and then they just procrastinate all over themselves. So think about what it is that you're selling and how you can invoke that same sort of model in your world, because if you do, you'll get more people buying your courses and your online coaching programs or your products and services faster than ever before, which means more money in your bank account, more impact that you're able to make with your products and services out with your clients and customers, and doing it a whole lot faster than people procrastinating all over themselves and waiting till tomorrow that never comes. Now, a question that I get asked all the time, and I put something together for you on this because I think it's so powerful, is, Tanya, how do you price your products, right? So this is a good question that I love getting. And I personally have developed a formula on how I price my products. And typically I ask myself 3 questions and then I answer those 3 questions, and it will typically give me a really nice number to price my products and services at. So what I did for you, because I like to equip you every week with a free resource that goes along with the episode, since this episode we're talking about pricing and getting people to take action and that scarcity invoke, right? I put together a pricing guide. So if you're maybe stumped, or maybe if you're not sure if you have your products or services priced properly in the marketplace, maybe you can increase the price. Hey, what about that? I put together a little template and worksheet for you so that you can make sure that you're on point with your pricing, so that it's the best value to your clients, but also the best value to you as an entrepreneur that's out there trying to make an impact and make income, right? So I put together a product pricing guide for you with these questions, and it's free and you can pick it up. It's a 2-page template-ish, two or 3 pages that you'll go through and you'll just fill out, and it will help you to determine the best pricing for your products or services. And so you can pick that up at TanyaAndLiza.com/255. There'll be a link in the description area of where you're watching this video in the show notes. Click that link. It'll take you to my blog. On the blog, you'll see this video. And then right underneath the video, you'll see a big yellow button. You can request access for free to my product pricing guide to help you price your products properly. Now, as always, I will leave a bunch of additional great resources that go along with the episode that you won't want to miss in the show notes of where you're watching this video. So make sure to check that out as well so you don't miss a beat. And if you like this episode, make sure to share it with anybody else that you think might find value in it as well. Smash the share button, give it a thumbs up, give it a heart. It does help the video. It does help me. It does help the channel. And I'd be most grateful for you if you did. And I'll see you on next week's episode of Tanya and Liza TV.